Communication is one of Eastern's best-known majors on campus. Today I'll be taking a look at two different concentrations within the major. Communication majors have a variety of concentrations they can choose from. There is television, audio and radio production, journalism, photography, media writing, advertising, and public relations. I talked with Sarah Pierce to see what she chose as her concentration.
So I decided to choose communications as my major because it was kind of quiet when I was a freshman, and I really wanted something that would get me to get out of my comfort zone and everything. And I figured that I've always been really into television. I've always loved television, and so I kind of just fell upon it, and then I joined News 22, and that's what really got me into it.
The television concentration consists of taking television productions 1 through 3 and a television directing class. If you are more interested in the news side of television production, they have a class you can take that is offered ever so often. Advanced Television Workshop News is a class you learn about news packages and how to create them. If you want to do hands-on work to show you how news really works, you can join the News Club TV 22. This show goes live every Thursdays at 7 p.m. during the semester. All the work is done by students, from making packages and even to directing the actual show. I met with Justin Bedard, a past president of TV 22, to talk about his input on the club.
TV 22 gives students the chance to get out there and shoot in the field with cameras provided by Media Services and the school. They get to shoot news packages, they get to shoot feature stories, they get to shoot the live performance in the studio where the newscast is actually shot, and it gives them a chance to work with other students to produce something as a group and to go out to the public.
So nervous.
Why? My senior year, I was able to be the president of the TV 22 club. This gave me a great chance of being a leader in the club and having students that were asking me questions, and gave me the opportunity to kind of manage the whole club. I got to work with a great e-board that made my job as a president very easy because we all worked together very, very well. Being part of the e-board gets you that much more involved and gave me that much more responsibility, whereas it wasn't only a Thursday night thing for me. We had to go to president's meetings. We had to go to different events that were held throughout the campus, and that kind of gave you a sense of out in the real world responsibilities you're going to have as your job. It's not necessarily just going to be your 9 to 5, you come in, you get out, but it may be more of you doing stuff at home so that you'll be ready to be set for the next day, and it gives you that experience that you don't get from just taking classes.
Public relations is another well-known concentration within the communication major. In the public relations, or PR concentration, you learn how to spread information about an individual or a company to the public. Some of the classes that are taken if you do concentrate in PR are Intro to Public Relations, PR writing methods, and more. I met with Linda Hakowski to talk about why she chose PR as a concentration.
Public relations, for me, it seemed like an obvious choice. It really just combines all of my skills and talents into a cohesive career. And it's all about creating mutually beneficial relationships between organizations and their publics, which is something that in our new global village of a world, it's very important.
If you are really interested in public relations, there is an on-campus club you can join. Public Relations Student Society of America, or PRSSA. This club focuses on helping students gain more relationships with well-known people who work in this field. It also helps them get ready for the professional field when they graduate. I met up with Professor Ayeni, the advisor of PRSSA, to see how this club helps people who concentrate in public relations.
It provides an opportunity for them to interact with the professionals. The relationship is this. The parent body is the Public Relations Society of America, which is made up of professionals who are working in the industry now. So across the nation, students of public relations can start a charter in their schools, which is more or less like the baby to the main Public Relations Society of America organization. So at conferences which are held simultaneously. The PRSA, the national body, would meet. The Public Relations Student Society of America would also meet. We had the last one in Philadelphia. It allows for interaction among students and professionals for networking, for internships, and even job positions. CEO, Mr. CEO, where we hear of the news about this relationship you're having with your secretary. The job of public relations requires a lot of interaction. So, you know, we teach the students to be confident, to seek out people who can mentor them, to become, you know, to shadow professionals. And of course, it builds in them some sense of responsibility. Our chapter is going to be 10 years next year. You know, I came in here in 2002 and, you know, started the process of setting up the PRSSA chapter here at Eastern. So it's going to be big. I'm going to bring in some students who have graduated, who are working in public relations now, to also come in and, you know, encourage some of those people who are still here now on how PRSSA will be helpful for them in their future career.
For News 22, I'm Carrie Ann Moore.